So this morning, we're talking a very sensitive topic, but I think is an important topic to have. It kind of stems from our brother who kind of broke the internet yesterday. It is alleged that, he's been after his girlfriend, etc. But we touching on it because, not to make fun, because I think it also has some mental health issues involved with situations like this. But it kind of opens the conversation about stalking behavior and what is considered stalking behavior and what's not. Because I think once a woman starts to feel harassed,
not only a woman, once any individual
true.
starts
Let's say, of course, I was talking from that perspective, but anybody.
A dog too, eh?
Yeah. But I was talking to a girlfriend of mine. She said, Nikki, have a man has called me one time, 47 times straight. When she looked, she saw 47 calls missed from him. And we always talk about rejection. It's something we always talk about, meaning that, especially with younger people, well, we've seen it right across. They have no age limit, but we've been noticing a lot of younger people not being able to deal with rejection, right? Long time we used to cry, you go take a little beer, and you cool yourself. But now sometimes it gets to the point of violence. So we're touching on that today. Looking at ourselves and kind of thinking, what is stalk? Because I was in a drain already. I will not lie.
You were part of this stalking.
But is that stalk? I only went once, so it's not really stalking.
No, boss. What are you saying? You're contradicting yourself. It is stalking. Not because
stalking is not many times.
Once you are placed in an environment where the person is uncomfortable.
I did feel he was one and my man Jaiga.
I think it has to be consistent, right? I don't think one time you park up outside a house.
I wasn't parked up in the drain.
Listen, okay, let's just clear it up, right?
Consider that story. You're investigating.
There's Nicole, you stalked the guy, or there is you are stalking the person. What are we speaking about?
Right, to stalk is to pursue approach just steadily, right? Like a cat stalking a bird, right? So there's that stalking, right? I'm looking for the
in the context of human beings.
All right, so let me look. The crime of stalking, let's talk about the crime of it, can be simply described as the unwanted pursuit of another person. Examples of this type of behavior include following a person, appearing at a person's home or place of business, making harassing phone calls, leaving written messages or objects, vandalizing a person's property. That is the legal meaning of stalking.
All right,
Correct.
but when would you be considered a stalker?
If
it can't be once.
Well, obviously,
can't be once.
You could have.
You
could have stalking tendencies if you did something off. But with respect to what Nicole said, she hid in a drain outside of said individual's home. You understand?
So is she considered a stalker?
No, she stalked. She's not a stalker.
You just using the past tense. I understand that, but is
she
a stalker?
Because she has tendencies because she sat in a drain.
No, it has to be over a period of time.
All right. Okay.
The crime of illegally following and watching someone over a period of time.
All right. So Nikki, you're in the clear.
You're in the clear.
Plenty are in the
I
clear.
just wanted to clear that up. You're not in the clear. You're in the clear.
Right, so there are many words they use for it, like hong in Trinidad, hong dong somebody, right? Pester, pursue. There are many words to describe stalker, but for me, I think it should be under kind of mental health issue. It should be. I don't know if it is considered, but for me, that is not a healthy mind that wants to do this.
Correct.
Right?
It's an unstable mind. It's an
say
unstable situation.
It was on a stakeout.
Oh.
It's a difference. A stakeout is different to stalking.
That's what this conversation is about.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. For real. I will now interject and say I also staked out a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
So
a couple times.
Yeah, different people.
Wow.
You understand? Different people. So I am AKA a private investigator.
Yeah.
Because I went on stakeouts. You understand? I did what Nicole did. I think it's healthy that everybody should at least one point in their life become one with a drain. Drains are normally the place you start. You understand? Drains are normally the place you start because it's a comfortable spot you can sit without being seen. The benefits of a drain. You can sit without being seen. It's normally chilled because it's have running water. So you don't feel warm.
Boy, what happened to staking out in a vehicle?
But in them days, me and no car to go sit down by she
Oh,
house
so
is
you
drain
lying
out
down
of
in
the
I
drain?
can't see from the car.
Salis?
You can't
Oh, I
see
go
from the
see
car?
Gladys what she named from the car.
You have to go close to
I
the
go by
house,
the
brother.
drain, and then a light come on, so I duck in the drain. That's how I end up in the drain.
So both of the exes used to live by drain.
Them big,
That
big,
you
big
could have
drain.
lie down in.
You know them big drain on my
Big
maritarian
drain,
thing.
boy. Big drain. Big
End up in
drain.
that big.
I know
because
about big
the light
drain.
come on.
I had a dog down when the light come on. You had a dog down. You had a dog down, Rudy. Rudy when the light says join.
So is it in the same category? No, it shouldn't be as a peeping Tom.
No,
Oh, God,
peeping
what-
Tom
what
is
you
if you no.
reach there?
No,
Your
peeping
mind
Tom
is
is like
different,
stalking too, you know.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
but what we did is nowhere close to that.
no, we talking about in relationship.
In relationship, peeping Toms are people who you don't know,
As a
unbeknownst
different
to you.
kind
Yeah,
of
people
sex.
text.
Well, all that is,
The
I guess,
people
considered
text.
stalking, but a peeping
A
Tom,
peeping Tom is not
usually somebody you
You
don't
don't
know who just outside.
You have to look so.
Why you have to look hungry?
You have to
so?
look so.
All right, but according to a 2002 report by the U.S. National Center for Victims of Crime, this is their meaning for stalking. Virtually any unwanted contact between two people that directly or indirectly communicates a threat or places the victim in fear can be considered stalking.
Right.
Right?
That's one angle.
Although they say, although in practice, the legal standard, you couldn't really have legal standards for it. Yeah, somebody have to like cross the line for it to be considered.
Like, for instance, in Trinidad and Tobago, because we've been doing a little research over the past 24 hours, you have the person who's being stalked. In order for them to they first have to take out a restraining order. That's the first step. You take a restraining order out on the person. If the person continues and they breach the restraining order, at that point is when it could be turned into a criminal offense and they be charged and that sort of thing. So the first step, if you're in this, if you're in this current situation, the first step, I'm advising anybody, male or female, first take out a restraining order and follow up from there. So now we're in Mars versus Venus in the belly of it. We're talking it in relationships. With regard to relationships, we're talking about how do you deal with it after you. With in a relationship, 3 years it was nice.
Everything was
You understand?
nice.
She was nice.
Everything was nice.
Everything was nice. You understand?
I say we rocking now.
And homegirl realized that you are burdening her life because she realized the direction she wants to go, she cannot carry you no more.
the other way, my brother.
You know, women go through that, and men too. But women deal with it in that politically correct way, where they tell you things like, "Where I'm heading, I'm not seeing me going there with you, because you still want to stay home and play FIFA and go on every Saturday is a fet match, and you understand, and she's trying to acquire things now. She wants to be stable, be able to go to the bank, get a mortgage. You're not even thinking marriage. Instead of offering it, she's at a point where she's seen her life is going on. She wants to start a family.
She's at Y junction.
Constantly want to sip, knock bottle with your brethren, play game, and she realized after 3.5 years, she ain't see no change. So she bust out. Bro, I got the little apartment that I was living in, she ride out. And she gone on her own. And you realize now.
What's happen like that?
Yeah, one time it's happened quick. Snap her finger, because you remember women normally process things different to men.
Right.
Mentally, she was already there.
Yeah.
Physically, she might have been going through the motions with you. She's still washing, she's still doing this shit. But mentally, so if a man within himself is not mentally prepared for that, he will always encounter issues.
But is it fair to say that most relationships finish like that? Meaning that one usually want to break it off and the other one don't usually want to break it off. So when they do break it off, the other one's still always out there by the gate
I've seen
begging,
mutual agreements already.
crying.
No, you're correct. It happens that way.
Oh God, give me one more chance. Because you know, when does that become weird? Because I'm just talking as I've gone through it. Boyfriend outside crying. My mother say, "Look that boy outside again to you." You know what I mean?
But he was hot, girl.
Well, you know, I broke real hearts in my days, and I had boys crying by my door and things. She home.
Woman,
and I tell my mother, tell him I'm not home. Tell him I'm not home. Yes, I think
lying for you.
Yeah. She not home.
Wow.
She not home.
And the son in the yard.
Good afternoon, Miss Natty.
Yes, my mother went through that.
Nikki there. Good afternoon.
She's not here.
Well, you just tell her Brian pass.
Rhoda.
Right?
Brian, she's not here.
Yeah, well, I don't see her walking in the yard.
Yeah, but she said to tell you she needed a little break.
No disrespect. If a man never go by a mother
But I'm saying
and do that, he never live in.
everybody's go through that.
If you have never gone to a mother's residence.
Or call her on the phone.
Or call on the phone and have
Yeah.
a conversation like that. Rody, let me hear the convo.
Good afternoon.
You again?
Miss Natia, sorry to bother you again. Nikki there?
Yeah, but Brian, she told you 2 months ago she really does not want.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to talk to her for like 2 minutes.
But she don't
Just
want
2
to.
minutes.
She does not want to speak to you.
Well, you'll just tell her love, alright? You'll just send a message for
Okay,
her, right?
Brian.
Alright, I will pass back around 1 o'clock.
If you have never done that, guys, trust me, you ain't live.
Yeah, that's my
You ain't
point.
live, you ain't live.
So, okay, guys, remember too. There's also cyber stalking. My niece is a pro.
I was gonna get to
DM
that part.
stalkers.
DM stalkers as
One
well.
fire farmer. Yeah, I mean, I
Where you
think
constantly have to be blocking them and they create fake profiles
Oh
and constantly
my
come
God,
at you.
yes.
You have that as well.
story.
Yes,
That is another topic
yes,
by itself.
yes.
But
And
no,
you
it
know,
falls into it. It's part of stalking.
it's
It's
all
just
part of
cyber
stalking.
bullying.
But you know, I go through this all the time, and I'm sure married men and women go through it all the time. People who hit you up directly through social media, and even though you say, well, you know, I swear everybody know I'm married.
married,
I know I'm married, but and just until, as you said, Jaiga, you have to block them. So I had to take time out of my day now to block you, because you want to send a penis picture to me.
Wait a minute, Nikki, you get those?
I scared.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What is called penis picture?
No, that's not what
You're
it's
not
called.
supposed to.
You're not supposed to say it that
Thailand
way.
tool. I tell you.
Oh, Thailand.
Thailand tool. Thailand tool.
Like, I don't
Thailand
want to
tool.
see that. And how is that an opener to a conversation now?
Hey.
That's what people
It is coming to hey.
We saying.
Hey.
We saying.
It's coming to hey. It is normally coming to hey.
In his mind, he's being optimistic.
So you just showed me he goods.
Right? In your mind,
And
he's
women go through this
pessimistic.
all the time. And again, I'm talking for women. Women go through this all the time.
No.
And then it
Oh,
turns
you're gonna say
nasty.
it, Nikki.
Oh, so what happened to you?
You feel better than me.
You feel it there.
Right. But
Wow.
you know, again, Nikki, it's because of the lack of training. A lot of young guys nowadays never had training as to how
It's
to
a
be a
different
real
kind
man,
of
right?
courting, though, boy.
So what happens is, like, for instance,
Leon.
we make jokes like how the guys came just now at Copas, right? Which was this fool. We make jokes. We understand and we can process, like a real man could process, all right, Nikki's on radio making a joke. Hey, you go to like a Rasta man. There's some young people that cannot process that.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they will take that to mean, whoa, why Nikki hot boy, she looking for Rasta man.
All right.
And then like this evening, you might get two little Rasta man sending a little something.
No, Rasta man different, right?
So, hey, I'm going home. I am trying to defend the situation and you are just playing.
That's it. And there's people that see the Rasta. And there's people out of one eye. So let me see what he Rasta man are there.
I thought this today was we were going to be serious, guys. I thought we were going to be serious. I thought we were going to be
Never
serious
play any
today.
more shows.
That is true, Jaiga. If you never do that, then you ain't live. I know a brother of mine reach on a mango tree, and he on a cat on the mango tree, and the cat frightened, and he frightened too, because the way the cat thinging up, like he want to fall off the tree, and he watching this girl and this man under the tree, but them seeing the cat, but them ain't seeing he. Boy, them kind of bacchanal is good bacchanal, yes, to laugh at now.
No, you know, sometimes you have to laugh, guys. We know it's not serious.
You know, it's not funny.
It's not
serious,
funny, but they're funny situations that,
Of
you know,
course.
haven't, I guess, crossed the line of being legally.
Yeah, but I think it's good to have the dialogue because the
Of
dialogue
course it's good
helps.
to have the
People,
dialogue.
especially people in the situation, need to have people talk to them. And the only way you can get that way is by opening up the conversation.
And maybe somebody realizing, okay, maybe that treating is really not really rational
Exactly.
behavior.
There's somebody there right now who
not.
listening,
And you have a cat with you?
who we could...
Breakfast party morning to the driver of the gold Primera this morning that pull in front of me with no indicator, and then when I overtake, glance at him, drive off, he decide he want to pull, drive bumper to bumper, and then I realize that this man driving mad, so I slow down, I pull up.
Yeah. Long, what's the question today?
What up, Molly?
Molly's doing laundry. Yeah, so in case you just joined us, we're dealing with, idiots, watch it on the road. We're dealing with stalking and stalkish behavior
in relationship.
in relationships. And so what I just finished talking about is that many relationships finish off like that. Somebody peeping in a tree, somebody in a drain. Before it takes a while, especially if you've been with somebody for years, it takes a while to unwrap.
Of course,
And it's always one person who ready
if it
to
was
move
with
on
that
and the other
person.
person not. So
And you know, sometimes if you are the stalker, sometimes you ain't even know that you have a problem, you know.
That's why we need to talk about it.
You say, bro, you know that them tendencies you have there. That little off. Nah, I just went and check she, boy.
Yeah.
I just want to check it. I just, I can't go in the yard, but I could heal her from my defense. I just want to check her. Stalking her, my brother.
So if I say, Nikki, you steal Popeye Jack.
What?
Too many times. Is that stalking?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Nah, if Papa shooting things, that's a serious thing.
Yeah.
There's
yes,
no
it is.
stalkers though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hello, morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
So why do?
What?
Why do? When I jump on my plane, why do?
Who's that?
Who's that boy?
It's Sylvester.
Yeah, wait, I mean,
TC, don't play like if I don't know.
When you went or when we tell you to
When I
come back?
jump on the plane.
To go
what
or when we
was
tell
doing?
you come back?
What was doing?
I asking you the question. When you went to go or when we tell you come back? Which
When
one?
they beg me to come back.
You went to stalk, so we have to tell you
Sylvester
come
went on
back.
plane to stalk,
Oh,
dog. Nah!
Stalking.
We went to tell you come back. We pull you back. So
Sylvester.
we friends, so we
Yes.
pull you back. You understand?
No, you pull me back.
Exactly.
And that is... You understand?
So that is it. We counsel you through your time.
Yeah,
Alright.
you, Iowa, Miguel,
Right.
counsel me through my time.
Right.
Sylvester is
Leave and come back.
Is that
All right, Daddy.
destination stalker?
Yeah, he jump on a
Yeah.
whole plane.
Yeah, that man will jump on a plane.
Whole plane.
Yeah.
And watch me jump on a plane and then how much, you know? Reach by the people place.
Where you going?
With bag in hand, know it to stay. I hear.
Well, that's sure I love, boy. I love.
Love.
Nikki, I remember that dream thing. So you wasn't a stalker, or you wasn't stalking, you was stalkish. You know what I mean? You was border stalkish.
Thank you, Doc.
Wow.
Thank you, Dr. Phil. I was born as stalkish.
No, Nikki is a stalker. You're the president of the Stalking
What?
Association.
No,
You're
I
a
think-
stalker.
I
You
think-
like
Titles
on the drain.
really
I think we have the president here,
You
but
like
not
wrong in a
me.
drain?
Not me.
You're a stalker. Clearly, stakeout and stalker.
What?
Listen to good stakeout, stalker.
Same thing. Hello, morning.
Hi guys, good morning.
Morning.
So this April, how you guys doing?
We good. It's Friday. How are you,
yeah.
April?
So I'm good, quiet, trying to live life. So I've lived that life of being stalked. My child's father, when I finally told him, okay, fine, I had enough. There was nights when he was climbing over the roof, then jumping in the back by the bedroom to see what's going on. Then when I finally moved on, and probably about a year later, he was still stalking.
Wow.
I went and got a restraining order. He didn't care. He do jail time, stalking me still. And it really takes a toll on you. Then, and I don't think I would recommend that for anybody. I mean, yeah, you can watch back at it now, and how much years later, should they 17, like 15 years later, I can watch back at certain incidents that happened and laugh and be like, boy, this was a real idiot. But back then, yeah, it was
No
wow.
fun. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
No problem, guys.
yeah, blessings.
And that's why we're talking about it. Hopefully, this will deter some stalking behavior on both sides. Because women, you guys do it too. You know what I mean? There are women that seriously make. I saw a video yesterday, the most ridiculous video of a man and a husband and wife, separated. They have 2 sons. And the ex-wife just making the scene and the children crying and many times it's the children that suffer the most. But the little boy, little girl is come out in here, It's come out.
Oh, you man say, Nikki, when you ask him, how the nutcracker does this, and we say, Diana, nutcracker.
Okay.
I know real men who going to hang themselves from fig tree and want to cut themselves with butter knife. A real different thing, boy.
I don't mean to laugh. You
Want to
understand?
hang this.
Yourself from a fig tree. That's totally impossible, and you cannot kill yourself with a butter knife. Hello.
Morning, guys.
Yo.
Morning. Lily, we
Yeah,
talked
Lily.
about you this morning.
Yeah.
We said this topic is going to touch Lily, and it's a very emotional topic for you.
In a real serious way, and the timing is unbelievable because the day before Kim's funeral, I was in court.
Wow. And you don't know this man.
No, we went to trial, and this is incredible. Trinidad is, when they say Trinidad is not a real place, they mean it. When it becomes a criminal matter, when somebody violates a protection order, it becomes a criminal matter. So it's no longer between you and the person,
Right.
it's between the police and the person. The police change prosecutors 3 times, and none of them were prepared. The magistrate said, well, she has no choice but to dismiss it.
Wow.
Hear what I'm saying?
Wow.
So the police is saying to me now, well, they want to wait until the next time, and at least we will show a pattern. I'm saying that is based on the assumption that we will all be here and standing and alive to have a next time. So my plan of action is to just let him come. That's where I reach.
So Lily,
you have women that will run and no, I'm not running, and I fed up. Let him come.
So what you're saying basically is that in this country, if you're being stalked as a woman, there's really no comfort.
I have done every single thing I'm supposed to. I got the protection order out. He violated the order. We went to court for it. The police failed to do their duties, and the magistrate said, and she pointed out. This is the crazy thing. She pointed out before her ruling all the areas where they fell short because it was a clear-cut case. It's a protection order. This is the order. This is where he violated it. Let's lock him up. But they failed.
Wow.
So now I'm saying, just come.
Just come.
I'm making sure my children are secure, but me personally, I'm hiding and taking no extra precautions anymore. I'm not recommending that for anybody else, for any woman or anybody else. But me, just come.
All right. Cool, Liz.
Sean.
Good morning, Jaiga. This question is really for you.
Why me?
Can you explain to me that why men cannot take rejection and why they always have to go down this stalking road? Why it is they are the ones to start with their nonsense, and when we retaliate, we are the ones being victimized after. Please explain. Thank you.
One explanation, honey, and I will always continue to say it. First and foremost, that is not a man. A man does not function in that manner. And that is because, and if you watch the statistics, the men who operate like that is because they were displaced in terms that they didn't have a father figure around, and they didn't have right male influences in their life to educate them enough and have them strong enough to deal with situations like that. Fortunately for me, I grew up with a lot of older men in my life, and I was fortunate to have both parents. So I have a different foundation. It's all about your foundation. So I have a clearer understanding as to how to deal with situations like that. And as I grew on, myself was joking earlier on, I come from a world of you're not better than me. It might sound arrogant or ignorant, but I come from a world of you are not better than me. And when men allow women to get in their brain and make them feel less than they are, that is what causes that, because ego is something that really manifests in men. It's more than women.
That's man's
It
biggest
has-
downfall, the
I think
ego.
that's where it is. It's ego. So it's ego to say she was with me or I want her, and that is it at the end of the day. And nothing else.
And then it comes with
Study
peers.
your feelings.
And
That is it.
peers get involved where men will ship it up. Daddy, I can get a kid shake boy. And men cannot
deal with
understand how to deal with that. But when you're mature in self, in mind, as a real man, you know how to navigate those emotions and say, listen, especially if you have done something wrong. If you inside a relationship had an infraction and you know that to yourself, you supposed to automatically program your mind and self to know, well, listen, there is a possibility somewhere down the road, if I am not changing my method and my emotions and the way I think and function, it could come back on me. And if it does, you need to be prepared to say deuces, much love, peace, love, and happiness. Keep it moving.
I agree. They say Lily needs some peace. I agree, guys. I mean, the system is failing Lily. She's a good friend of ours. That we.
And this is something that's been going on, not last week,
on.
guys.
Yes.
Lily's
And it's going
situation
on.
been
Yes.
going on.
And this is, I mean, we were talking about in relationships, but this man just has a fixation on Lily. He's never met her and have her uncomfortable living in her own house with her children. And then when she do something to defend herself, she could get in trouble. You know what I mean? Well said, Dwayne. Lily need to cool it. All right, so let me have biscuit. Sad to see how many of our men are suffering from mental health once they are pushed out of their comfort zone. Life and healthy mental function is so fragile. I think we suffer in silence. We were brought up to be strong, don't cry, show no sign of weakness.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes, and I want to, let me interject on that again. Yes, we were all taught those things, but my thing is men too also need to understand your flaws, no self. You need to, it's looking within, you know to yourself, all right, everybody has a pattern. If you know you have a flaw, and that is your flaw, if you are not willing within yourself to change it for somebody or to change it for yourself, I'm sorry, I cannot take sympathy on you. It starts with self.
Yeah, but some people don't know they need the help, and that's why we really having the show today. I mean, for people to kind of look within themselves and said, you know, when I call in her 40-something times a night, is that stalkish? Yeah.
Of course it
Check
is.
yourself. If she didn't answer for the second time, she return a call 47 times, yeah, you're stalking.
Yeah, but even
and
before
some
we
men
get to
don't
that,
even
right?
realize
Yeah,
their
call back,
behavior
bro.
is stalkish.
Right, even before we get to that, Nicole, most of the times there's a pattern. So why it is I'm in this situation is because somebody was asking me to do A, and that's so steadfast in my mind. If you are not prepared within yourself to know that, listen, this is not going to work, you need to change self, because it's happened all the time with brothers. You're doing things. You just, as I say, when we made the joke earlier, you just want to stay and play PlayStation right through. She say, bro, yeah, what? I need the back of the yard. We need to fix the tank. Yeah, but all you doing is playing PlayStation, because there comes a time in every man's life you need to grow up. Right?
Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Good morning. I have an incident where this man, he took out a protection order against me, right? And the judge said to him, do not go up on the young lady page to see what it is she's posting, because he told the judge that I'm posting stuff and tagging people in it. You know, this man still going up on my Facebook page and my Instagram page looking to see what it is I am posting, when clearly you was in a relationship with me. So that gives me the right to post whatever I want to post. I guess some people don't learn.
That too is tricky. There's new laws now. Let me just tell you that there's new cyber laws in Trinidad and Tobago when it comes to that. You can also get a restraining order for posting. You can also get an order to cease and desist anything social, in terms of if you sending derogatory messages towards people, if you're saying derogatory
and
things,
it's a
anything.
lot of money fine, heavy money fines.
They need to start to enforce.
No, it's enforced, but I thought people were charged already. Men get fined. I know men who don't get fined. It's been there.
One or two, but you need to report it though.
Dwayne,
people need to report it.
Dwayne, I love this. He says, my saying is hurt people.
Hurt people, correct. Correct.
Yep.
Hurt people. Let me hear my boy Kevin. Morning, Kevin.
Morning, JNR. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
The girls stay strong. Sorry to hear about that piece of nonsense, but it will work out very well. When we miss the understanding of what no means, that is when all the foolishness does start to take place.
Yeah, no.
Since when you don't understand no means no? I was brought up that if you what is it? Your bygone way in waist deep and you no get the big man sort out yourself. Correct. No means no.
Correct.
Simple as that.
And that applies to every single thing. No means no. No. I don't want you. Keep it moving, soldier.
Correct.
I don't understand when we don't understand that. And on a lighter note, if you could find yourself all the way out here stalking me, I taking you back. I ain't sorry.
If you reach Wyoming.
No. But in his case, come on.
Damn.
If you reach Wyoming, you love the man.
If I in a situation,
let's say marry one time,
and it mash up, and she gone Wyoming, and I take myself, Nikki, all you see me, all you calling me raw sending message, and there's no jigs, and I reach Wyoming, and she turn and tell me, nah, I really don't think this could work, you know. Oh God, man, you're wicked! All you're wicked!
Fellas not accepting rejection properly because they don't have the right foundation. You understand? If you grew up with both parents, both male and female, mom and dad, and they're doing what they are supposed to do, showing you the way a man's supposed to be, if you're a young woman, showing you the way a young woman's supposed to be, and you see the right pattern, a man is your father showing you the responsibilities, showing you the pattern. Yes, men have an ego, but it have nothing to do with your ego when you harassing a young woman and have her uncomfortable and you want to take another life of a woman. That is madness. God never gave you that right. You don't have that right. You're supposed to keep your emotions in check at all times. Have composure. Ojo.
It's like I was watching that girl who was killed in Miami, Trinidadian girl, 20 years old. the boyfriend is 24. You know, and I be like, what give you this authority? You're still a little boy to take the life of a woman. Who are you? Morning breakfast party, now I'm not condoning the stalking thing at all, but it can be avoided sometimes if everyone just be honest. If you're into the person, just let them know you're no longer interested or want to be with them. And it's a mental disorder. Lily, I hope that that man really stays clear of you from now. So sorry, the system failed you. Morning, Jordan. That look yummy. Stalking is not only in man and woman relationships. My daughter, Auntie, has been stalking my daughter and her friends, stealing their IG pics. She's a big hardback woman, and these are teenagers. She's gone so far as to making herself a false profile to hack into the teenage kids to cause unnecessary problems. Wow.
The end of the day, Jaiga, that we virgin, we need to help him. On all the thing we get kicks, and we laughing, it's not a laughing matter. We need to help we virgin and bring back we virgin on that narrow. That's the same way you help me, and you do certain things, you talk to me as a big man, you understand? So we need to talk to we virgin and bring him back in.
Oh yeah.
That's one of the biggest things I have an issue with, is that, you know, we poke fun. We talk about issues that our brethren might be facing behind their back. But who's stepping up and really being a real soul or a real friend and really reaching out and saying, oh, you see what you're doing there, my brother? Like nonsense, eh? You need to pull back, check yourself, rest and reflect, and come again.
It's been done.
How much people? How much time you really get?
We just mean generally.
Oh, generally.
How much time is you really get that one person to really take the mantle and say, hey, hold your hand and let me help you, now, brother.
Yeah.
I like Lily, man. Lily, ready to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
I hear the frustration and fight in Lily's voice. Don't give up, lady. I don't know if you all heard the story of Rebecca Schaefer, but she was killed by a stalker. Yeah. The stalker went to the post office, got information, went to her house, killed her. Read the article to get further details, but because of the laws we engage in California, stalking is one serious mental condition. Yeah. Morning, Keisha. Be safe on the roads. My question is, if you block someone on Facebook, on Instagram, how can they still get on your page?
They create a
fake account. Once your account is open.
Once they create an
profile, they create a fake profile,
Okay.
pretending to be a whole other person.
To block a profile, and they can't block the person, you know.
Good morning, breakfast party. I think you all are misusing that term mental health, okay? You're painting a broad brush on everybody who behave inappropriately. Not knowing to manage your emotions and knowing how to handle rejection in an appropriate manner is very different from having mental health issues. Let us not mix up the two, because if you label everything with a broad brush, then you're giving people excuses for their behavior.
You know, let's clear that up. I was talking about stalking with mental health, right? Rejection and dealing. That is, I mean, teenagers go through that.
Yeah.
Young people go through that. That's not what I was talking about. When we talking about mental health, we were talking about stalking. That point where you pass the rejection, but you start to stalk
and you pass
somebody.
rational.
Now.
You pass that rational conversation
Yes,
where
I
you
agree
no
with
longer
you.
see things like
We agree
everybody
with
is
you.
seeing it.
I find that is wrong. The man is talking Lily. That is wrong. It have plenty of women outside here. Move on with your life. Lily, you move on with your life too. Why am I had to become and stalking? It that don't make sense. It don't make no sense at all. No sense. I just making it just putting the woman in more misery than anything else. How she's scared, she can't walk, she can't go.
It's be a kind of mental person.
Yeah, but let me just clear that up. This in Lily's case, Lily has no relationship with the man.
Never.
None
met the
whatsoever.
man.
This is a total stranger.
This
This is somebody who she does not know. All right, so let's just clear that up. It was never a relationship that turned sour or a relationship that went a different direction. Nothing like that.
Nah, Nikki, woman take the cake in stalking and all it different. My ex-girlfriend shut down my whole email, voicemail, everything. Send message to my friends and then people should even know. Oh, don't talk to me. Why woman messaging me on my social media? Shut down my whole social media
change my passcode and log me out, you know, and delete all my friends. All your different, yes? I don't understand how we going from all the happy times where your mother come home and we in the bedroom and I have to sneak out all the time me sweat and I start a cold sweat and I climb over the wall, all kind of thing to stalking. I don't understand.
What you think is the first signs of you're with a stalker, you're with a potential stalker? First sign.
Nah, that's a different show, Daddy. We not time for that.
I think.
Tip on you too. No. The people and them just need help, bro. Guys.
Yeah, what thing is the first sign, eh? So when you're sleeping, she sleeping next to you. Yeah, you're in a deep sleep and you open your eye and she watching you.
That could just be love.
Just staying, you
That
know.
could be love. That could be love. Like you just enjoying what you see.
Love.
At the end of the day, when you love somebody, you just
Love
want
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's because I can't sleep.
I just open my eye, you know.
Nah,
I just
bro,
so
that's love.
amazed that you're in my life.
Even blinking, you just.
Yeah, that's because really she is so infatuated with the fact that listen, I am so fortunate to have you in my space, bro.
Baby, all right, you're right.
I'm so happy to have you in my space.
You're not just watching us sleeping.
Ojo, well, a blessed morning. It's real unfortunate that somebody could allow another person to live the life in fear. I mean, come on, man. You can't want to live my life and your life. Them thing ain't right. You understand? You can't really possess somebody in this life neither. The most you could do is experience them.
Yep.
Lily, I'm sorry to hear about what you're going through. You understand? And I find things should be put in place where women could learn how to defend themselves. Some shooting range or some kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because it's headshots for them kind of people.
That's our girl.
Yeah, Thundercats.
Alrighty then.
No rehabilitation. Straight to the
Alrighty then.
Jaiga, I get her waking up in the dark and them big white eyes watching me in my face, Jaiga. I don't love you, know.
I don't love
She remembering all the things you did to her, and she just watching you and studying what she gonna do with you.
Nah, bro. That because all they do know of thing.
You know what it is?
Brody, I love you. That's why I'm watching you, baby. I love you. Bless the day, Ojo, Nikki, everybody, Jaiga.
Listen,
love you guys.
when you see a turn 2:44 in the morning, right? 2:44 and you see that white eye, embrace that white eye, really. That white eye, really and truly, is her showing you how much she appreciates you in that space.
Yeah.
I am infatuated. I am so happy that you are
No,
in
Jaiga,
my
that's a
life.
frightening thing, you know. Let me be real. It's a frightening thing, you know.
frightening thing.
Whether male or female, it's a frightening thing.
2:30 in the morning.
Yeah?
I'm in a
Believe
deep
me.
sleep, Jaiga. And I just, sometimes you just wake up in the night. It's
turn.
got a feeling here.
You just turn.
I think it's scarier if they're standing. You see the way? You turn to that, like you have to pee and you turn and as you turn, you just see the image and them over yourself. I think it's scarier
That's like
standing.
horror movie-ish.
But if they're lying down and they're just looking at
What
you.
show is that? Oh, us.
Nah, boy.
Us.
Nah, boy.
Us.
That tendencies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Us.
yeah.
Them
That
just used to stand up and
tendencies,
don't move.
I think if
A big man. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. You're not condoning that.
Condone.
Uju, global.
Global.
Listen to
Only I'm
me.
confused.
Listen to
Nah,
me.
that is.
Yeah.
You see
If
that?
at 2:44,
I not stalking. That's
he
a higher
or she
level.
is standing
That's a higher
over
level.
you.
That's a higher level.
That's the movie Us.
That's a higher
That's
fully
level.
clothed.
Yeah, that's
They're
us.
fully clothed and they're standing.
And you could come and tell me
Hands
that
at the
them
side
Yeah,
and just looking at you.
Nah, them could kill you.
That's
Them
us.
could- Them could kill you.
Rudy, that is a stalker sleeping with you. A white eye watching it, that is a stalker sleeping with you.
Oh, that's silly.
Jaiga, only thing is, Joe, what's again if you had an argument and only go and sleep and you wake up in the night and you see this eye watching you, you know what going through that woman, man. Me, that guy a madman or what?
Not blinking, eh?
Who are you living with, boy?
She not blinking.
Is who are you living with? I fighting for all you know.
Oh, you see your big Kali now.
Oh God!
I love you, baby. I love you.
He love you, but I big, eh?
Understand this.
I too I big.
Maybe I am naive. I think if someone is looking at me at 244,
something
they're expressing a
nah.
deep-seated love for me. I think it's a deep-seated love. They're trying to let me know, baby, I am so happy that you are in my, and they just mesmerized.
Mesmerized.
You get up and you sleep, push up and you ask about and they say, you know how long are you sitting on watching you sleep?
I afraid people like that, boy. You like to watch you sleep on thing? Nah, boy.
How about the person sitting in the corner of the room in the darkness just watching you?
Nah, that one is a sickness. What you doing? Nah, you can't do that. You can't put a chair in cattle corner, in the middle, in the corner of the room, like in the corner, and they're sitting down there watching me.
I had a play where
you know on your phone or nothing.
I was the outside woman, right? Myron was in the play, and Myron was the wife, Richard the husband. And I said, as a scene, I sleeping with him, and we in darkness, and you just see a cigarette light in the corner. And a light on her. Then it go dark and you see she in the next part of the corner.
Oh God, I horror thing.
And
horror movie you talking about?
A wife watching you on the bed with she husband in the dark.
The two of them lying down on the bed?
And her, the husband lying down in the bed. And the wife watching. It was an eerie part of the play. Everybody was like, oh my God!
No, that's an easy boy.
And she's smoking a cigarette.
Will they bring it back down?
Yeah, that
me gonna see
if
that.
I wake up 2:30 in the morning and see two big white eyes watching me, I gonna choke it in the eye. I'm choking out. I'm choking them too eye.
Oh, you violent,
so? And then when they get up on board, they say, oh God, I'm sorry. I thought it was a zombie or something.
Listen to me, guys, it's not 2:30, it's 2:44. 2:30 is alright, it's 2:44. Is it at 2:44?
That's
I believe if you are going in a drain, lie down in a drain, take that smell, take that wet, take that soak up, take that insect bites. That person shouldn't class you as a stalker, boy. That person should call you, boy. What an effort. Come over for a cup of tea and nightcap. Right. I will reward you.
Thank you, Sean. Roddy was your scene boy. You want me dying here, but I facts no. They always just wake up when you ask them what they're doing.
What is when they say, nah, just watching you sleep.
What?
Nah.
Okay, guys.
I'm not sleeping, man.
That's it for Mars versus Venus. Serious topic, but thanks for everybody contributions. Lily, hang in there, my sister. We have your back. We praying for you. All right. Have a good weekend. Let's keep it nice out on the road.